let us begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes can determine the results. During the trial, you guys will participate in a number of debates and present your arguments for who you think the culprit in this case is. And when you're done and finally have come to a decisive conclusion, you will put your decision to a vote. If you can correctly identify the blackened, then only they will receive punishment, and the rest of you will continue your daily lives in this place. But if you get the wrong person, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate and be able to leave. Do we have any more questions before we begin?
Well, I don't know. Does anyone really have any questions before we begin this?
Wait, I have a question, not from Monokuma, but for all of you.
Oh man, I'm feeling excluded.
What do we do when we need to talk about a certain topic?
You discuss about it.
No, I'm talking about something specific.
Oh, shit. I guess we never thought about that.
Thought about what?
None of your fucking business. Stay out of the conversation. Or better yet, can you mute those ears of yours?
I can if you want me to, but I really don't want to.
We'll only have you mute when we talk about that certain topic. We'll tell you to mute when we're about to talk about it.
Alrighty, fine. I don't want to, but I guess if it's important for your discussion that I don't hear it, I'll mute.
Then, are there any more questions? I don't think there are any more questions. I think we're ready to begin.
Alrighty then. Let's start our very second class trial. Let it commence!
Alright, everyone. The second class trial has now begun. What should be our first point of discussion? I don't know. What do you think we should discuss about first?
How about the cause of death? I think that's something we need to clarify first, if we're going to start listing down suspects.
Good idea, except the cause of death wasn't listed in the Monokuma file. Junior's cause of death is unknown. So then, should that be our first point of discussion then? I guess it's a good place to start as any. Let's discuss.
Alright guys, big brain thought right here. The victim in this case was Bowser Jr. We know that already, you dumbass Karen. We're talking about what killed the dude.
His cause of death was listed as unknown in the Monokuma file, so I guess we don't know.
Were there any clues exactly though?
Us finding the cause of death? There were a bunch of knives and crimes in there. It was so scary.
Alright then, it's settled. The culprit stabbed him. Junior's cause of death was stupid.
No, that's wrong. Hold on, Karen. Chili Pepper and Conductor's autopsy report might prove that some of those knives didn't even have killed Junior.
You have a lot of sass contradicting me. Even more sass in your boy Sonic over there. Too soon, Karen. Too soon.
Ignoring Karen, the lad is right. Me and Chili Pepper's autopsy report concluded that some of the knives were used to stab Junior, but...
Some of them are just left out in the open. Like, it was really weird.
Weird how?
Well, I think you were there, but just to reiterate for everyone, some of the knives had blood on both sides of them, but some knives had blood on only one side, as if they were just pulled out of like a drawer or something and thrown onto the bloody floor.
Okay, but that doesn't necessarily disprove that Junior's cause of death was stabbing. May I remind you of the Monokuma file? It showed that Junior had suffered a lot of slash and stab wounds. Those obviously killed him.
You shouldn't really jump to conclusions. I'm agreeing with Chili Pepper Cookie.
Those knives do look suspicious. And plus, wouldn't the culprit go out of the way to try to hide the murder weapon instead of leaving it exposed like that?
Hey, wait a minute. You know what? Toadette is right. Why would the killer just leave all those knives on the floor?
Oh, I know. They try to mix up the murder weapon.
If they were going to do that, they would mix up other weapons in there too, not just knives. They could have done like an iron skewer or something, or like maybe a pipe or something, but it was only knives. Sure, there were some different types of knives, but it was all knives. No matter what, we would have found out that the cause of death was stabbing.
And furthermore, there are still a few other possibilities for Junior's cause of death. I don't think we should be jumping to conclusions right away. Alright, so can we now
safely say that Junior's cause of death wasn't stabbing?
Yeah, I don't think the lad died from stabbing. It might be something else.
So what was Junior's cause of death?
Well, maybe it was. We're talking about the wrong topics. Let's discuss his time of death.
Len, what are you talking about?
Look, as of right now, his cause of death is unidentifiable. We can come back to that later when we have more info. I think we should talk about the time of death.
Good idea. And I also think we should talk about the where Junior died.
Where he died? I mean, I think it's pretty obvious.
I don't think it is. Let's just discuss about some stuff, the timing of death and the place of death, and you'll see why.
Alright, so what should we discuss about first? I think the time of death is most important. If maybe we could talk about find out when he died, then maybe we can list down alibis and see who could have done it. Okay, well, Makuma, can you mute?
Oh, sure. Beep. Alright, I'm muted.
Alright, now we can talk about alter ego safely. The last time I think any of us saw Junior was at the alter ego meeting.
Yeah, that's the last time I saw Junior-kun.
Everyone thinks that's the last time Junior was seen, but no. There's someone else who saw Junior. Actually, guys, wait a minute. That's not true, because I think someone else saw Junior. What? Let's discuss about it. The last time any of us saw Junior was at the alter ego meeting, right?
That sounds correct.
Sure, that might have been the last time any of us seen him, but personally, I think his time of death is in the morning.
Why would you say that, though?
I'm saying that because Junior's body couldn't have been moved to the kitchen.
I agree that maybe Junior didn't die during the nighttime, but it's impossible to prove without someone actually seeing Junior alive at nighttime, correct? Are you sure? I think someone did see Junior alive at nighttime. I agree with that. I agree with that, Marie. Someone did see Junior alive at nighttime, remember? Yes. Tails, point out who saw him at nighttime. Gladly. The person who saw Junior alive at nighttime was... It was her! The person who saw him alive at nighttime was Chili Pepper Cookie. What? Explain yourself.
Okay, this is gonna make me sound really suspicious, but I was up at around nighttime, midnight, and I was in the basement.
What the? Why were you in the basement at midnight for?
The kitchen's closed, and I was hungry. So, and I know Herb said that there was, like, ingredients or something there. So, I had to munch on some chili powder.
Chili Pepper, I told you to stop doing that. Next time, just knock on my door. I don't care if it ruins my sleep. I can fix you up a snack.
Whatever, Herb. Anyway, when I exited the storage room in the basement, I thought I heard something from the first floor. I ran up, and I saw Junior turning left from his dormitory after it looked like he put something in there.
And this was around midnight?
Around there, I went back to my room shortly after and I checked my handbook.
You didn't follow him in yet?
I tried, but when I ran over there, he was gone.
He either went to one or two places, but we'll get to that when that comes up in the discussion.
Are we sure this isn't some kind of lie? No one can prove you saw Junior alive at nighttime.
I know Chili Pepper. She would never lie. Okay, well, she would lie, but not something like this. Yes, we have no reason to believe her testimony.
Oh, for the love of crimery. For now, let's believe her testimony. It's the only testimony we got of Junior's last known whereabouts.
So by that logic, Junior's time of death has to have been between midnight and 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, because his body was found 5 minutes after the morning announcements.
Alright, so anyone without an alibi for that time gap is probably suspicious. Which is most of us.
What if I can do you a favor and shorten the time gap?
What?
I mean, I guess that would help, but by how much? Tails, you're the smart one here. Now let me ask you something. Is it possible that Junior was killed within the 5-minute gap of the morning announcement and the body discovery announcement?
No.
What? Oh, so you had something?
That's fucking impossible.
Jeez, I thought your turtle friend was stupid.
Haha, for once I'm not being called stupid.
No, hear me out. Junior could have only died within that time gap. Or at the very least, his body was moved to the kitchen.
Bulbasaur-kun? Well, what are you implying?
I'm saying the kitchen isn't where Junior died.
Okay, I think he's got high. Like, seriously, there was so much blood in the kitchen.
Bulbasaur, I hope you know that we can all collectively agree, Junior died within the time gap of 12 and 7:05. But it's impossible. I don't think it's possible that his body was moved from somewhere else and that he was killed somewhere else. I think he was actually killed in the kitchen during the nighttime.
Shut up!
Oh, Bulbasaur, what are you doing?
I'm sorry, Tails, but there's a big contradiction in this.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Okay, maybe my idea of him being killed within that 5-minute time gap, it's bullshit. Yeah, okay, fine. But I do think his body was killed somewhere else.
No, there's so many contradictions to that. And I'll have to prove it to you.
Fine, bring it on. Sure, Junior might not be able to be killed in that 5-minute time gap, but that doesn't mean he was killed in the kitchen. After all, it's impossible for him to be killed in the kitchen at nighttime.
I wouldn't say it's impossible, Bulbasaur. After all, the killer might have lured Junior to the kitchen somehow. And might have been how he got in there. And maybe the surprise attacked him.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying it's literally impossible to enter the kitchen at nighttime. Remember, the nighttime regulation. Every time Monokuma makes the nighttime announcement, he announces that the doors to the dining hall and to the kitchen and the laundry room will be closing. Entering them at nighttime is against the rules.
Sure. But did Monokuma say that for the second floor ones?
Wait, what?
Allow me to cut through those words. There you are, Bulbasaur. That's your contradiction.
Hold on. Can someone please explain to me what he means by he only said the first floor?
Monokuma, unmute.
Beep. Oh, you want me to unmute?
We need your testimony for something.
Fine, I guess it would help make the trial fair.
Really, it will. Now let me ask you something, Monokuma. During one of the nighttime announcements, you only said that the doors to the first floor dining hall, kitchen, and laundry room will be locked. Now, does that rule apply to the second floor one?
Oh, well, I guess you technically figured it out.
Figured what out?
Congratulations, you figured it out. The doors to the dining hall and everything else on the second floor don't lock.
What? Then why bother locking the first floor one?
I don't know, more effort. Some of you might not know this, but that second floor was designed for overnight work. So I couldn't override those systems even if I wanted to. So the design flaw is that they remain unlocked overnight.
Still, this could all be a lie. No one can prove this.
Ugh. How does the body being in the kitchen after dark not proven enough?
We don't know if it was in there after dark.
I might not be able to prove that the body was in the kitchen after dark. It was dark, but I definitely know someone who entered the second floor kitchen early, and that was... It was you! Toad, you entered the second floor kitchen early one day, right?
Wait, he did?
Yeah, don't you remember? I said I wanted to cook in that new kitchen the day after we discovered it. I woke up early, 6:50. But when I went to the second floor, the kitchen was already opened. It was before they were running announcements too, so I was really confused. But I just brushed it over because I wanted to cook in the new kitchen.
So that means Monokuma was telling the truth.
Of course I tell the truth. What do you expect? Call me for a liar?
Your stuttering is just as big as your stupidity, and as big as stupidity is Karen.
Hey!
Oh, whatever. Can we just agree finally that the murder took place at nighttime and the crime scene is the kitchen?
Yeah, I'm sorry, everyone. Stupid! Says the woman who thought the fucking knife could induce blunt force trauma.
Are you still on that? Stop bringing up pace!
Alright, so let's go over what we just discussed. We can now deduce Junior's time of death, at least the gap of it. He died between midnight and 7 a.m. in the morning. Shoot, if only we can just shorten down the gap a little bit more.
Well, how do we do that?
I mean, I don't know. Tails, you got any ideas?
To be honest, I don't know. It's hard to think of anything. I'm sorry, everyone. I don't know. Just give me some time. Don't worry, lad. We have all the time in the world. Well, not necessarily, but we have at least some time. Yeah, no one blames you. I mean, we figured out at least the time gap of when he died, but we don't know the exact pinpoint of when Junior died.
And furthermore, the cause of death is still unknown.
So what the fuck? Are we back just to square one?
Oh wait, I maybe have something we can discuss. Monokuma, can you,
Fine. Why don't we talk about why Junior Kun was killed?
Why he was killed?
You know what? That actually brings up a good point. Why did Junior have to die?
I don't know. Did Junior do anything to offend anyone? Well, besides Ludwig.
It did nothing to me. Honestly, the lad was honestly a kind kid. He was really nice to me.
Junior definitely had some, daddy issues, but he was a good kid. I mean, and my friend. I don't know why I didn't want to kill him.
Well, Tails, can you tell them the reason why we think Junior Kun died?
Oh, I remember now. It's because of the alter ego debate, right?
The alter ego debate? What does that have to do with anything?
I mean, think about it. Junior was one of the people who wanted to share all of our secrets, right? What if Junior was killed to show the sharing people that they shouldn't do it? Wait, so doesn't that mean that everyone on the sharing side is innocent because they would have no reason to kill Junior? Not necessarily. If someone was on the sharing side, wouldn't that be much more ingenious?
Furthermore, if someone really killed Junior to reveal their secret, then they did a lot. I don't think they cared about who was on whose side.
And especially since, alter ego is missing.
Wait, what?
Wait, what? Alter ego is missing?
Oh, did we not tell you that?
No, you very much didn't.
Oh, well, sorry about that.
Oh, well, that just confirms that alter ego definitely has something to do with the murder. And it confirms why Junior died. He was killed so that way the killer could get their secrets revealed.
Does that mean that the killer has Junior's 2 lies and truth?
It's possible, or they just chose someone to kill at random.
Well, whatever the reason was for killing Junior specifically, I think we can all agree that the reason why Junior died was because of alter ego and the motive. That seems to be correct. But who would do this?
It was Tails.
What? You know what? Now that I think about it, didn't you say that you were the only one who could even access alter ego?
Yes, he did.
Shit, I thought this would come up. I better just prove this argument quick before someone accuses me of being the culprit, because I'm not.
It's an obvious culprit is Tails. He's the only one that can access alter ego with his handbook, right?
Yeah, and he's the only one who can disable and unable to function on alter ego that can confirm our lies and truths.
Yes, that is true. After all, he must have his e-handbook on him at all times, right?
Which means that, as long as Tails has his handbook, only he can be the killer. No, that's wrong!
No, that's wrong, Ludwig, because I don't have my e-handbook.
What? Isn't losing your e-handbook a rule violation? Yeah, but I don't think it was... I lost it. I think someone stole it.
It being stolen does make a bit of sense.
Yeah, I think it was stolen too. When Tails saw that alter ego was missing, he was genuinely shocked. Oh, okay, so who could have stolen Tails' e-handbook then, if Tails doesn't have it? And more importantly, where is it now?
I don't know about the first question. I mean, the second question, but I think I know who the first question relates to.
You do?
I mean, think about it. Tails, you always keep your e-handbook in your pocket, right?
Well, whatever I call pockets, yeah.
Isn't there someone here with a talent related to somewhat stealing?
Wait, are you...
Yes, I'm talking about them. They need to explain themselves. They're the only one that could have stolen your e-handbook unnoticed.
I guess it could be them. But... I guess we can't go farther in this trial without me accusing them. The person Ludwig's talking about is... It's you! It would be better to steal my e-handbook than the ultimate pickpocketer.
What?
Precisely. I think Chili Pepper did it. Not only that, her alibi of seeing Junior at night, I highly doubt that's even true.
Wait, Sunshine, you can't really be accusing Chili Pepper Cookie, right?
I'm sorry, but it must be done. She's the best possible culprit.
But I'm telling the truth. I didn't steal Tails' e-handbook.
But you're the ultimate pickpocketer, so you could have stolen it from him any time.
Okay, do you not fucking understand what the art of pickpocketing is? You have to be in close proximity to the person to pickpocket. I.e., literally, like, right next to them or in front of them. And plus, I was never near Tails.
Hold on, you were hanging out with him after that motive announcement, right?
Yeah, but the problem is, Karen, that Tails had his e-handbook after that.
So Chili Pepper wouldn't have been able to steal it back unless she could.
Oh, come on! This is a farce! I'm being framed!
I believe in you, Chili Pepper Cookie. Tails, please, it's not her. Yeah, I mean, think about it. Why would Chili Pepper give all the information she has if she was the culprit? It would be outing herself.
What if all that info was a lie, though?
Well, it's not her, because I was with her too.
Maybe you're accomplices! Are you stupid or something? Accomplices don't graduate along with the killer. So Conductor would have no gain.
And plus, Conductor doesn't know Chili Pepper personally. If it was her cookie, then maybe. But with Conductor, I don't think so.
But she's a thief! A criminal! Guys! She must have stolen it!
Her talent might be the ultimate pickpocketer, but Chili Pepper's not that type of person. Sure, she might be a little bit greedier than the average person, or cookie, or whatever.
And she might be a bit pushy, and I guess a little annoying, but
Chili Pepper Cookie is a good person. She would never steal from Tails.
Huh, your reassurance is amusing, but come on. Unless you actually provide evidence, there's no way I can believe Chili Pepper is telling the truth.
Physical proof, huh? We need to figure it out, but what kind of proof would there be? Where is the proof?
I'll pickpocket your logic. Oh, Chili Pepper, what was... Look, Tails, I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna prove my innocence, but come on, Tails. You believe me, right? I'm not the culprit.
I do believe you. I believe you're not the culprit, but what is there to prove that you're innocent?
Maybe we don't need to prove I'm innocent yet. Maybe we have to identify something else first.
Identify something else? Like what?
Like the true murder weapon. Maybe if we identify it, maybe we can lead to someone else being the culprit.
But do you know what it is? I mean, even you and Conductor were unsure.
I think so. Just follow my logic and you'll understand. We need to think back. There were tons of possibilities of weapons at the crime scene. The oven from the burn marks, the knives from the slash and the stab marks, and there was one more weapon. One more weapon that could have been used as the cause of death. So, and I honestly think it was the cause, because there's something weird on it. A burn on it. I think the burns and the stab and slash marks were done after Junior was already dead. After the true murder weapon killed him. I don't know what his cause of death is, but I think it's that from that murder weapon. You know what I'm talking about, right, Tails?
I agree with that. Okay, look. I have no actual proof that proves Chili Pepper innocent.
What? Hold on.
See? Just like I told you. She's the... But! She might have just helped me figure out what Junior's murder weapon was. What?
She did? Well, what was the murder weapon?
It was in plain sight. Something we completely overlooked.
The rope. The rope? Oh, come on. That's like too obvious of a weapon. Remember that argument you made about those damn knives? The same applies to the rope. Very good. Karen actually said something smart for once. Oh my god. Like, shut the fuck up.
Tails, are you sure the rope is the murder weapon? I'm positive.
Well, I don't think you're completely right, but I also don't think you're completely wrong.
But no, I don't think the murder weapon was the rope.
I'm normally with Chili Pepper, but I don't know about this.
Well, what the fuck? It seems our opinions are split down the middle. Oh, it's time. Ow. It's time for what? It's time for you to go ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Wait, this again? Ah! It's time for a scram debate.
Yes, you wanna come in.
Alright, everyone. Here's how it'll work this time. Boing, boing. Go on to this side of the courtroom if you think that the murder weapon was not the rope. But go on to this side of the courtroom if you think it was the rope. Pooh-hoo, boing.
weapon come from? It came out of nowhere. Black Yoshi.
It didn't come out of nowhere. In fact, it makes the most sense as the murder weapon.
But Junior had a lot of other injuries on him, like burns and cuts. What's to say those aren't the cause of his death? Chili pepper.
I don't think those killed him. Me and conductor's autopsy might prove that.
Sure, Lass, our autopsy report proved that maybe those couldn't have been the cause of the murder weapons, but why is it the rope? Toadette, it's possible the killer might be skilled with a rope, which means that they must have used it as the weapon of choice.
Are you sure though? The rope seems like too obvious of a murder weapon. Toad!
You can say that about the knife, and still, I believe in everyone here. I think the rope is the murder weapon.
Belief aside, where's your actual proof that the rope was tied around him and was used to kill him in some way? I got this! There was a burn mark on the rope when we found Junior's body. That was weird. I think the burn marks were initiated on him after he was already killed with the rope.
This is our answer!
Enough, everyone. The murder weapon was the rope. End of discussion. Oh, jeez, where do I begin? Your logic is completely flawed. It makes no sense whatsoever, and...
Oh, for the love of Christ, lad, just let's go with it. It's the most likely option.
But, please. I want to find out who killed Junior, and these guys seem like they're on the right track.
Fine. Whatever. Let's go with it.
Alright, so now we know that the murder weapon is the rope, but what does that do for us?
Lord, actually, we might be able to identify his cause of death now. There are only so many ways you can kill with a rope.
The two most common are hanging and strangulation. And personally, I think it was strangulation.
Why is that, Chili Pepper Cookie?
Because it might explain the burns.
It does?
Yeah, think about it. If the killer had us figure out, probably might have predicted that we might have figured out that the murder weapon was the rope. So, in case we did figure out it was the rope, they burned the fray on the rope so that way we wouldn't know that he was strangled.
That actually makes some decent amount of sense.
So, the cause of death was strangulation then?
I guess so. There's no point of me arguing about it.
Alright, but where does that get us? Anyone could have strangled Junior.
No, not necessarily. They would at least have to be at least the same height as Junior. Which means...
It's not me, because the dude's like a whole foot taller than me.
That means it can't be Herb either.
I also think it can't be Bulbasaur. Because, well, he has kind of weird limbs.
How the fuck would I strangle him like this? It would be annoying. Alright, so basically a lot of us could still be the culprit.
Yeah, I mean, what did this really do?
Identify the cause of death, the time of death is still basically kind of unknown to us, and the murder weapons also cleared up in the place of death. I think that's basically everything. We just need to identify who did it.
But we haven't yet.
Not necessarily.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, during that whole scrum debate thing, someone said about the killer could be someone who's skilled with a rope. And I think we all know who someone skilled with a rope could be.
Is he talking about him? I mean, he could be skilled with rope, but... Well, why would he do that to him? Is it... It's you! Morton, you're the ultimate angler. You're skilled with rope. What? No, Morton couldn't have killed Junior. I mean, he's his brother, right?
Wait a minute. Someone pull up the map of this place.
Okay.
Alright, so I've already made it clear that I was right here when I saw Junior, right?
Yeah.
Well, I saw him go this way. And he could have gone either one of two ways. One, up to the second floor. Or two, to a certain someone's room. And the only person's room that he knows personally that would let him in, that blocks my view of vision, that could have him disappear, is Morton.
Morton could? No! Morton would never do this, right?
Oh, what? Did you really? No! I didn't, please! Morton, did you really? Oh, shut up, Ludwig! You're more suspicious than me, man, yeah!
What was that outburst?
Everyone! Ludwig said he wanted Junior to die! He didn't even care about him! He must be the killer, man, yeah!
He said what?
Yes, and I meant it. I don't care about that stupid brat. Ever since he came out of the womb, I hated him. He stole everything. I wanted to be the ultimate hero, something. And for once, I wanted my father's recognition. But no, it's always Junior this, Junior that. I'm sick and tired of it.
So you're the killer.
I didn't kill him. It must be Morton. No, it's you. You killed him.
This pointless argument's getting us nowhere. I should probably stop this before it gets out of hand.
So the culprit who killed Junior was...
It's not with me now. He's the most suspicious. No, it's you. Chili Pepper said that she saw Junior turn left towards your room. I never saw him enter my room, no. Oh, so you admit it. He did enter your room. No, he didn't even come in my room last night.
Well, no matter what they say, I think it's pretty clear that the culprit's one of those two. And only those two.
No, that's wrong. No, I don't think it's either of them.
What?
They're arguing like it's no tomorrow. It's obviously one of them.
Yeah, sure, they're arguing. But there's something that proves both of their innocence. The body discovery announcement.
Oh my fucking god, I can't believe we haven't even got over that. Yeah, wait a minute. Didn't Ludwig and Morton trigger it?
Which means that they're not the killer, because the killer doesn't count towards it.
Yeesh. Got us worried there for a second.
Oh, so it's not W. But you might have something to do with the crime. Oh, shut up.
Well, speaking of the body discovery announcement, I have a question to ask both of them. Why were you even at the second floor kitchen in the first place?
We got notes from someone saying that we're meeting in the second kitchen from now on for breakfast. And once we went into the kitchen, we saw Junior's body. Do you have any proof of these notes? No, because all that was left in the hallway was ash. None of the letters were intact.
So it's a fucking lie then.
I don't know. I think they're telling the truth.
So what? You're implying someone burned them to ash?
Someone burned them to ash. I mean, there was that ash in the hallway, but who could have...
Oh my god, this is so ridiculous. You guys arguing is more annoying than that stupid stomping I heard late into the night.
Oh, a stupid stomping what?
What?
Captain? Please explain. What the fuck? What's stomping?
Huh? Oh, now you want my attention. Well, during the night, I heard loud stomping. It was around 2:30 in the morning.
When was this loud stomping? 2:30? 2:30.
That was probably the killer!
Oh my fucking god.
So you're saying you knew something crucial about the killer or something that went on last night, and you didn't tell us until like 30 fucking minutes into this trial!
You guys never asked, and honestly, I don't think you deserve to know.
Monokuma, please, punter.
Oh, gladly. Well, no, I'm sorry, okay?
Listen, you motherfucker, this ain't the time to joke around. So, wait. That must have been the killer. Okay, so wait. With this stupid random piece of... How did you even hear that?
Oh, I big ears.
No, it's because I think I know why. I'll actually help for once. It's because I didn't install soundproofing in her room because she doesn't fucking deserve it.
Excuse me?
Normally all your rooms are soundproof, but I don't give two shits about Karen, so her privacy rights are not reasonable.
I guess that it was good for once, because now I guess we know at least a short time gap of when Junior died.
Wait, so... that means Junior died at around 2:30 a.m.?
Yeah, I heard loud stomping, screaming, I don't know who it was, but they would have to be fed. Because I swear to God, they were so goddamn loud with their stomping.
Wait a minute. I think I know who that was. Who? Let me ask you all something. Did we ever figure out what caused the burn marks on Junior?
No, now that you mention it, I don't think we did.
Was it the oven?
No, Ren, the oven didn't have any marks on it. Jeez, you're stupid. Sorry.
No, I think it came right from the killer.
What do you mean?
Oh, so the killer has the ability to use pyrokinesis?
Pyroka, what now?
Pyrokinesis is the ability to generate fire. Most people have it, actually. Not a lot of people, actually. I don't know.
There's very few people that I can think of that can even use pyrokinesis. However, I think I know who it was. Not only that, they would fit the description of someone being big and loud and being strong enough to stomp that loud so Karen could hear it. But there's one more thing that's honestly been tipping me off this that I haven't noticed until now. They've been silent almost this whole trial. And that is... it's you, isn't it?
It has to be you!